The little leaf's breezy journey in a colorful forest where trees swayed and birds chirped, there lived a tiny leaf named Leafy. Leafy was small and golden, with a pointy tip that shimmered in the autumn sun, and she loved clinging to her maple branch, watching squirrels scamper and ants march below. But Leafy had a big dream. She wanted to float through the forest to find new friends and share her golden glow. One crisp morning, a playful breeze named Whirl swooshed by and said, "Hello, Leafy. Why do you flutter so happily today?" Leafy wiggled and replied, "I want to dance through the forest and make friends." Whirl puffed and said, "I'll carry you. Let's go." Leafy's tip sparkled as Whirl tugged her free and floated her to a mossy path where a little hedgehog named Prickly sniffed a mushroom, and Prickly squeaked, "Hi, Leaf. Why are you here?" Leafy twinkled, "I'm floating to find friends. Want to come?" Prickly curled a bit, saying, "I'm shy and slow," but Leafy smiled, "Toddle in my breeze. You're safe," and Prickly waddled beside her. Whirl carried them to a sparkly stream where a tiny frog named Bouncy splashed on a rock, and Bouncy croaked, "Hello, Leafy. What's that golden thing?" Leafy spun, "It's me. I'm finding friends. Join us." Bouncy blinked, saying, "I'm scared to hop far," but Leafy winked, "Bounce in my swirl. I'll guide you," and Bouncy hopped along. Next, Whirl blew them to a sunny meadow where a small ladybug named Dot crawled on a daisy, and Dot buzzed, "Hi, Leafy. Why are you twirling?" Leafy swayed, "I'm on a quest for friends. Come with us." Dot tilted her shell, saying, "I'm slow and small," but Leafy nodded, "Ride on my tip. You're perfect," and Dot climbed aboard. Whirl whisked them to a grassy hill where a baby squirrel named Nutty nibbled a nut, and Nutty chattered, "Hello, Leafy. What's that shiny leaf?" Leafy flickered, "It's me. I'm making friends. Want to scamper?" Nutty twitched her tail, saying, "I'm nervous in new places," but Leafy smiled, "Run in my dance. We're a team," and Nutty scampered beside Leafy, Prickly, Bouncy, and Dot. Leafy felt braver and said, "I want to float for everyone." Whirl whispered, "Twirl high and glow." Leafy soared up, her golden shine spinning a dazzling dance across the forest, and Prickly, Bouncy, Dot, and Nutty clapped, cheering, "Your dance is beautiful." Children raking leaves in the forest saw Leafy's glow and gasped, and a boy named Max pointed, shouting, "Look, a leaf with friends." The children asked, "Who's dancing?" And Leafy floated down, saying, "I'm Leafy. I'm twirling for friends. Want to see?" The children nodded, asking, "Can we play with you?" Leafy twinkled, "Yes. Jump in my leaves." Max and his friends jumped in the leaf piles, giggling as Prickly toddled, Bouncy hopped, Dot rode, and Nutty scampered, and Max said, "You're so brave, Leafy." Leafy's glow shone brighter as the sky turned orange with sunset, and Whirl said, "Leafy, it's time to rest." Leafy looked at the path, stream, meadow, hill, and forest, saying, "I floated so far and made so many friends." Whirl hugged her softly, saying, "You're a tiny star." Leafy turned to her friends, asking, "Will you visit my dance?" And Prickly, Bouncy, Dot, and Nutty nodded, cheering, "Yes." Max waved, saying, "We'll find you, Leafy." Whirl guided Leafy back to a soft leaf pile, and her friends followed to say goodbye. Leafy settled gently, feeling proud, saying, "I danced through the forest." Prickly squeaked, "You made us brave." Bouncy croaked, "And happy." Dot buzzed, "And fast." Nutty chattered, "And safe." Leafy's heart felt full as she said, "You're all my glow." That night, Leafy rested, dreaming of breezes, and the next day, Prickly, Bouncy, Dot, Nutty, and the children visited, playing in the leaves. The forest sparkled with laughter, and Leafy's golden shine glowed, knowing how Breezy's journey had made everyone smile.